This is Dr. Smith with a PhD in common sense. And majority of you peoples in this world don't know the number one enemy that you think is your friend is the one that you go to bed with every night. Yes, I said it. And that person is your wife or your husband. And the reason I said this is because your wife and your husband knows everything that basically everything that you're doing. Let's say your finances, your bank accounts, your property, how much you have in the bank, mostly your friends, they know your relatives, they know all these secrets that you automatically wouldn't tell anyone. But now, here's the catch to that. The reason I said the worst enemy is the person that you go to bed with every night. So that have to be your wife. Your wife or your husband has to be your worst enemy. And a lot of people say, well, no, 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 that's not true. Well, not 100% true, but usually think about the divorce rate we have in America. 75% of all these people that get married end up divorced. So 75% of all your so-called friends stays at your house. That is your wife that stays in your bed, lay down in your bed at night with you. You tell her all your secrets. I don't care if it's from the president, from the in-house to the White House, whatever you want to say. They know your secrets. And so therefore, your wife, and I'm going to prove it to you right quick, your wife or your husband. Now, let's say you get ready to go through a divorce. Now, she know all the little dirty things that you done to the neighbor and all the little dirty things that you done to whoever it might be. And she know your finances. So first thing coming to her head, she's, I'm going to take this motherfucker to the cleaners. I'm going to take every damn thing he got. And you holler, oh, Lordy, Lordy, she's doing this to me. So you run to your friend, so-called friend, a buddy that you've been running around with, for a woman, be her little girlfriend, and tell them about what's going on. And quite naturally, they're going to get on your side because they figure that they're going to get some peanuts out of this situation. What I mean by that, a few dollars. And the girlfriend will tell you, yeah, honey, get him everything you can get from him. Take him to the cleaner. When you get through, make him pay child support and alimony, and take that house and take that car. Put that motherfucker in a boarding house or something. Take every damn thing he got. Now, to prove my point, if she didn't know that, she wouldn't be able to get all that. So far as I'm concerned, and I was married for quite a few years, and I never did get a divorce. My wife passed away, but she knew everything. Like I'm telling you, she was my worst enemy. That's right. She's my worst enemy, my best friend, and my worst enemy. Don't forget that. Now you might say, well, how is that so? Well, you see, just like I told you earlier, she knows every damn thing that you practically do, other than maybe going around trying to sneak and get some on the side. Other than that, she know everything. She know what kind of drawers you wear, know what kind of pants you like. She know what kind of food you eat. And if she don't know, she gonna train you to eat the food that she tell you to eat. Because most of the time, if she is not a modern day woman, after back in the day, she cooked for you. So that's dead right there. But let me tell you something. Remember, don't tell your wife all your secrets, finances, and whatever. And also, you can put that shit in your mama's name. And if she don't like it, she can get to stepping when you first sign those papers. Sign a prenuptial agreement. I don't give a damn if you don't have no money. Still sign one. That's right, sign one. Because you might get some later on. Tell her, in case of this divorce, my wife only get 1/10, a 1/5, a 1/4 of what we accumulate together. And vice versa to you. Most likely the man gonna have the money anyway, because majority of these guys think these women marry them because they look good. They don't marry you because you look good. They marry you for your fucking money. Come on, let's call a spade a spade. You got to realize one thing that the majority of you don't want to admit. Women's always go for finance. Finance come first. You can be an old man, real old man, and you can be 80, 90 years old, 25, 30-year-old woman turn around and marry this man for that money. Now, hardly ever you see a young man marry an old ass woman for the money, because 9 times out of 10, he just ain't gonna do it. It's not gonna thrill him. And if he do something like that, everybody looking at him from Jump Street, they know what time of day it with him. So you have to realize it's finances first and romance is second. If you don't have no money, you don't have no honey. This is Dr. Smith with a PhD in common sense. Subscribe to my channel. There's plenty more where that come from. And this is my advice for the day. Yes, this is my advice for the day. And so remember, that person you're sleeping in the bed with, not always your friend. Dr. Smith with a PhD in common sense. Talk to you later.